Marco Colbert, Speed of Cover Finish Network. So I wanted to do a second review on that titanium 125 flux core welder. I've had this thing for a couple months now. I've only used it a couple times, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. And I wanted to show you guys what this thing can really do. So we are actually going to be doing a very tricky weld today. So as you guys can see, we're in the process of installing a Duraflex body kit on my 2006 Scion TC. Now you can already see we've put a rubber stopper to keep the bumper from going in so we don't have a gap from here to here. Next issue I'm having is I'm having a problem with getting the bumper to actually go in on the front portion of the front bumper. So we're going to take this very, very thin fender steel. We're going to scuff it up with some 40 grit, get some bare metal there, and we're going to weld a nut to the fender. Very tricky because here we are, we're trying to weld a piece of steel that is this thick to a piece of steel that is this thick. So, will this flux core welder hold up to the test? Let's see. To keep the nut in place while we just try and tack it in there to get it to stick, we're going to go ahead and take our really strong masking tape. We're going to put the nut right on the masking tape, and then we're going to back tape it to the back part of this fender so it stays in place while we tack it in. Round, clamp it right. Alright, so there you have it, guys. You know, not a perfect weld. I am not a welder by trade, but it's clean. I don't see a lot of splatter around the outside. So it's definitely a strong weld. You know, I'm pushing on it pretty good right there, pushing on it really, really hard. It's not going anywhere. Got a fresh bolt here. This goes in nice, kept the threads clean. Okay, so that works good. So then we'll go ahead, we'll put one of these washers onto this right here, and we'll just go ahead and drill this in, and that'll help keep the body kit from moving around, such and such. Here's the other side. Did the other side off camera, you know, not bad. Because of the size of the nut, you know, I couldn't go all the way around with the weld. I basically just pigged it up in one corner and just kind of welded, you know, around where I could. But all in all, guys, this is probably the best fixer welder on the market. I'm going to go out here and say, you know, you could build anything with this welder. I mean, I'm sure you could if you tried hard enough. But this is a very, very good welder for the price. I got this welder for $150 on a Black Friday special. So literally only like 40 bucks more than their like super crappy Chicago electric welder. And this thing really does put down amazing spot welds. If you guys are looking for just like a really, really cheap welder to keep around the house for little fixing jobs, you know, welding in bolts, welding on mufflers, things like that, fixing fences, this is a great welder for that. If you're not too particular about the cosmetics of the weld, this welder will work great. So that wraps it up. Like, subscribe, new videos every week.